Apple just unveiled their newest iPad. It is the iPad Pro. The rumors were right, and that is the name of the new iPad. It is a 12.9-inch huge-sized tablet, and in this video, we're going to take a look. So the tagline that Apple is using this time around is thin, light, epic, and that is definitely the word to describe this tablet. This thing is a powerhouse. So in this video, obviously I don't have a hands-on with the iPad, but I will be giving you my thoughts as well as showing you the iPad on Apple's website here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Scrolling down here, as you can see, it says a canvas designed for your biggest ideas. And they emphasize the word biggest because it is the biggest iPad they've ever made. This is definitely for productivity, mainly in the enterprise side of things. This would be great in business because of the huge display. Apple actually said that the horizontal height of the iPad Pro is actually the same as the vertical height of the iPad Air 2. This is an iPad Air 2 right here, so this dimension right here is the exact same height of the iPad Pro. It is a huge iPad, and Apple definitely wants to emphasize that. So they just show a person holding it. Obviously it is light enough for you to hold with one hand, otherwise they wouldn't show that. So they have an A9X chip. Apple introduced the A9 chip with the iPhone 6s, and they already have the A9X chip with their iPad Pro. So this is their most powerful iOS device. It does come pre-installed with iOS 9, and iOS 9 is crucial for this iPad because you do get features like slide over and true multitasking. Now, like I said, because the iPad Pro has the same height as the iPad Air does horizontally, that means you can run a full-size iPad Air screen on the iPad Pro. So you can have two full-screen apps that would run the same size on the iPad Air. It does come in three colors: gold, space gray, and silver, so no rose gold option like on the iPhone 6s. It does have stereo speakers, so it has 4 speakers, one at the bottom right, the top right, bottom left, and top left, so you do get true stereo sound. It does come with a few accessories, and I do think they're overpriced, but Apple is selling them, so you can expect them to be priced a bit high. So they do make their own keyboard. This isn't really anything different than other Bluetooth keyboards, other than the fact that it doesn't use Bluetooth. It actually uses a proprietary connection, which has 3 little connector points at the bottom of the iPad that you can use to connect this keyboard to. Also, the Apple Pencil. It is for, I'd say, artists to use. It's pretty much a stylus, and you can just use it with the iPad like that. And at the end of it, it does have a lightning connector hidden under this cap, so it is rechargeable. It does have Touch ID. It doesn't have the 2nd generation Touch ID sensor like on the iPhone 6s, but it does have the advanced security of Touch ID. It does have 2 iSight cameras. Now it is an 8 megapixel camera and a FaceTime HD camera on the front. So I would guess a 1.2 megapixel front facing camera and an 8 megapixel rear camera. So not as good as the iPhone 6s, but still pretty powerful cameras in these iPads. It does have Wi-Fi and LTE. And if we go down here and we look at the models, I'll show you the pricing. So if we tap on iPad Pro right here, as you can see, it does come in 32 or 128 gigabytes. So kind of a weird configuration that Apple would do. But if you want to get Wi-Fi and cellular, it only comes in 128 gigs. So the cheapest model would be the 32 gig Wi-Fi, and then a step up from that would be a whole giant leap, which is 128 gigabytes and Wi-Fi only still. And then if you really want to go with a powerhouse of an iPad Pro, you'd get the 128 gig Wi-Fi plus cellular. So that is a look at the iPad Pro. It will be available in November. Apple didn't give us a date, but obviously Apple will keep you updated on their website. Go to apple.com for the most recent Apple updates. Thank you for watching. My name is Michael, and I'll see you in the next one.